If you're thinking about selling your house, you might be wondering, should I go with a real estate agent or for sale by owner? A lot of people wonder this, including me, and I was an investor for many years and did not like the idea of utilizing agents. So I want to come at this from the perspective of someone who has done both and is now a real estate agent, just so you know where my perspective is coming from. So what I have found is that as a for sale by owner, you have some advantages, right? You don't have to pay commissions, which can seem high and expensive, but you have to do all of the work yourself. And you may think, hey, it's not that bad. I can put a sign in the yard, I can get some pictures and so forth. But what I tend to find is that for sale by owner folks have a couple of challenges. Plus, statistics show that after 48 days, they do tend to stop the FSBO process and begin to list with an agent. So it doesn't work well for everybody. Plus, there is a lot of work that's not always positive. And perhaps most importantly, if you're not in the market every day, the market here in the Seattle area can change month to month, week to week. You might look at an online estimate for your home's value and think that's what it's worth, but those can be high or low significantly, 10% or more, what I have seen in some areas. And if your home doesn't sell, you might not know why. You might not understand those specific variables. Plus, I hate to say it, a lot of real estate agents do not like to bring their buyers to for sale by owner houses. It's not part of their normal process, and they're afraid that they're going to have to hassle around negotiating with you. And buyers agents control a lot of the market. So these are some disadvantages that you need to be aware of. If you do want to go the for sale by owner route, I would still encourage you to talk with me. I might be able to help you out with some of these services a la carte. But what you need to do is invest in really good photography. You need to get great photos of your home and potentially with a company that will Photoshop them or make them look really good, both online and in your print advertising. You need to get a sign up in the yard. You need to get some contracts ready to go. And you need to be ready to field the phone calls from a lot of agents will call you. A lot of agents will say that they have a buyer and they want to come preview your home. What that means is that they want to do a listing appointment on you and get you to list your home with them. They may or may not have an actual buyer, but this is part of the process. Agents are going to want to get into your home all the time, even if they do have a buyer. And you need to make sure that you're advertising your property online because 96% of home buyers begin their home search online. I think Zillow is a good place to go for that. So do be careful. You need to make sure that you're getting the property looking good before you put it on the market. All that curb appeal, clean it up, fix all your honey-do list items. Then you need to make sure that it is marketed well, presented well online in places where people can find the property, and that the pictures and everything are showing up really well when they do find it. You need to have a process for getting people through, whether that's open houses, whether that's on-demand showings, text this number and go show, whatever it is. You need to have a process for that. And then if you do have an interested party, then you need to have a plan for the paperwork, making sure that you're doing all the proper disclosures. You might want to have a lawyer to review that contract for you and make sure that everything is done on the up and up legally, because there can be some risk and some liability associated with not doing that properly. Even after it closes and they've bought and you have the money in your pocket, you might still have some liability if you haven't disclosed things properly. So do be aware of that, and make sure that you have some sort of guidance. If it's not a real estate agent, then a lawyer or paralegal would be a good secondary source. And if you just want like a flat fee listing, just someone to put the photos on the MLS, that is something that my office can potentially help you with for a couple $100. So the MLS is the best place to get exposure for the property. Now, if your property is not selling, you're not getting the activity that you would like to see, you need to ask yourself, is this because it's poorly presented? Is it because people come? I'm getting a lot of people to come and they just don't like it. Is it overpriced? There are a lot of variables and you want to troubleshoot that. It's a great idea to call back the people who have come to look at it and ask them for feedback, find out if they're interested, and see if there's anything that you can do to incentivize them, whether that's paying for closing costs, reducing your cost of your home, buying down their interest rate, and do make sure that you are offering in all of your advertising very clearly that you're willing to pay a buyer's agent commission, because if you don't do that, you'll really be shooting yourself in the foot if the buyer's agents control 96% of the marketplace, then that would be a lot of people to not have their bringing their clients to you. So anyway, I hope this is very helpful. If you have questions, I'm going to work on creating a report. If it's not here, you can email me. Feel free to reach out on this website and ask me your for sale by owner questions. Like I said, I have done this for many years myself. Before I got my license, I did sell property myself. I rented it out. I did the property management. This was before the internet was quite so popular. And there are a lot of different techniques you can use to kind of do guerrilla marketing and get the property out there. At the end of the day, I would also love to know what's stopping you from hiring a real estate agent. For most people, I do think it's the cost. There's that sense that real estate agents are overpaid. But as an agent, I felt that pain as well. And I wanted to make sure that my clients were getting value, more than enough value by hiring me, that it paid for my commission. So I will do things like investing in the fix up and cleanup of your property to make sure that it's looking good so it can actually demand a higher price out in the marketplace. I will invest in staging your property to make sure that it looks amazing, both for the photos and when people come. If the property is vacant, we can do that. And I think more importantly, with market knowledge, that can really help you when you're negotiating. You can know, should I take this low ball offer? Am I going to get multiple offers? Should I price it higher? Should I price it lower? What's all the strategy behind that? And I think the biggest mistake, the sort of silent killer for FSBOs, is that when they do sell the property, they don't know if they got a good deal or if they left tens of thousands of dollars on the property. So go ahead and try FSBO. If I can help you, I'm happy to. If you end up wanting to list or have a plan B or anything like that, I would be happy to talk to you about that as well. So thanks so much for watching, and let me know how I can help. Always happy to lend advice to other people out there pioneering it on their own. So have a great day, and I'll see you on another video.